Hey guys, welcome back to King Ols. This is now my fight review for Jan Blachowicz versus Alex Pereira. And people are calling this one a robbery. Alex Pereira got a win by split decision. And people are saying it's a robbery. But personally, I don't think it is. But yeah, let's go through the fight. Let's break it down now. So obviously in the first round, we see, Blachowicz basically try and shoot a takedown straight away. Well, not really. He was mostly just holding Pereira up against the cage for about a minute and a half in that round, and then eventually got him down. Didn't really do anything. Let's be real. He got his back, didn't do anything. Let's be real. He wasn't really throwing punches. He wasn't. He was doing nothing. He was doing absolutely nothing. Let's be real. Then he got him, and then it wasn't. He was literally doing nothing, but he got a lot of ground time basically, and Pereira didn't really get to do much work in that round. Let's be real, I don't think he did. So I think yes, round one probably goes to Blachowicz, but let's be real, Blachowicz was basically hugging him up against the cage, and let's be real, based on the rules, you know, if you don't do anything with your ground time, then it can't really be scored. And Jan didn't really do anything with his ground time. So technically it can't be scored, but he was able to get a takedown on Pereira in that round, and Pereira wasn't able to really do anything significant because he was trying to defend Jan off him. So yeah, that is probably a Jan round anyway, though, because Pereira couldn't do anything. Round two, this is where it's interesting because there was a bit of a stand that, they were training on the stand-up a bit, and Pereira got the better of the exchanges. Pereira was doing well with a good jab and throwing the right hand out a bit. It was nothing special with the exchanges. No one got rocked or anything. Blachowicz was landing a bit, but Pereira mostly got the better of the exchanges. For the first part of that second round, then Blachowicz ends up getting a takedown, being on top, trying to land a few with the ground and pound on Pereira. Pereira eventually does get up, but obviously, yes, Jan did have a bit of control time, but then Pereira goes on, wins the rest of the round on the stand-up. So I think round two probably goes to Pereira because he probably took he won the most amount of minutes in that round. So I'm going Pereira for round two. Round three, I think it's basically mostly all Pereira, to be honest with you. I think Pereira probably won round three. I thought Pereira was doing well in the stand-up again, and I think Pereira won that fight, in my opinion. I don't think there was a robbery in that fight. Jan didn't do enough work when he had Pereira where he wanted him, and on the stand-up, Pereira was just consistently getting the better of Blachowicz, being able to counter him and being the main aggressor on the stand-up. So Alex Pereira, in my opinion, won that fight, and that is not a robbery. And also, even if you do somehow score it to Jan, it's not. It was a close fight anyway, but it would have been a close fight anyway. But yeah, I think Pereira wins based on the rules, basically. So yeah, that's not a robbery in my opinion. Now, what's next for Alex Pereira? What's next for Jan? Jan, I think he should probably retire. His gas tank is not looking good. I feel like that's kind of what cost him in that final round as well, where Pro was kind of able to pick him apart a bit more. So I think Jan needs to work on his gas tank, if anything, but he's 40 now. I think he should hang up. He's had a good career. I think he should hang the gloves up now. Let's be real. I think he should. Alex Pereira, let's be real. It wasn't the most eventful fight. I don't think winning like that should get you a title fight. I think Ankalaev would probably destroy Pereira. To be fair, honestly, I think Ankalaev's just better all round than Alex Pereira. So I don't think Pereira deserves a title shot. But who else gets the title shot though? I don't know. Ankalaev versus, I don't know. Hopefully Yuri comes back soon so we can make that fight. I don't know, but if we could, then Ankalaev and Yuri, because that makes the most sense. Because obviously Yuri lost the title before he he didn't lose the title. He had to vacate the title, and then obviously he also had to vacate the title. He was going to be out. Yuri versus Ankalaev. That's what we should do, in my opinion. And Pereira, I mean, I know Pereira. I know it's interesting. It's interesting. I don't know where this definitely puts Pereira in the rankings. If we can have a quick look, I'm not 100% sure what it does with Pereira in the rankings, but it's gonna be interesting here. Let's see, because I'm trying to see good matchups that make sense. Rakitic, I don't know when he's back. I'm not sure if any of these ones make sense. Johnny Walker, I wouldn't match him up against him. A fellow Brazilians, though. Anthony Smith, no. Krylov, possibly. I don't know. It's a weird one. I don't know who they could match Pereira up against that makes sense after Jan Blachowicz. Because if he beat Jan Blachowicz, he's basically taken backward steps. But no, I have a feeling they might give the title fight to Pereira anyway, to be fair. That's what I think they might do. But we'll have to wait and see what happens with all that. But yeah, that fight was not a robbery, but it wasn't a great fight. It's pretty dead, let's be real. Anyway, thanks for watching Video King. I'll speak to you on a bit. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace out.